Hello everybody, my name is Hako and I have a PhD in anime titties. Let me show you. Boom, the proof is in the pudding. Now let's talk about them.
Welcome to Aqua City. Welcome to Aqua City. Let's talk about some anime titties.
Let's play a game, and we played Finding Waldo. Let's do Find the Haters. Where the hell did all of the haters for Zenless Zone Zero go? Well, I don't know. And I'm glad they went. Goodbye Asmongold and all of the other ones. So, let's talk about the massive freaking W that was the... what did they call it? The Dev to Face talk? Something like that? Let me check it up. Dev Face to Face, Zenless Zone Zero. So, the official Zenless Zone Zero team had a... I think it was like a 40-minute broadcast where they addressed, you know, basically every complaint that people had about the game. And like, mind you, games will all, like, as far as I know, there hasn't been, you know, the perfect game out yet. Maybe Concord, kidding. So like, every game will have, you know, places that needs to be worked on. And just like, you know, seeing the sheer amount of, like, you know, time consideration and like changes that are already coming, even though the game is only in the, like, you know, 1.2 stage, and all the changes that has already made it is actually freaking insane. This is like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, I come from, like, I've been playing video games my entire life, and usually when it's, you know, a live service game, shit doesn't get fixed like years upon years in. Like, take Dead by Daylight, for example. It's been out for 8 years, and everybody that plays it basically hates it. And, like, even with some of Hoyo's other IPs, there's been, like, you know, glaring problems and optimizations that needs to be fixed and hasn't really done it. Meanwhile, like, I've never seen a dev studio be more on the freaking ball than the Zenless Dev Studio. So, let's talk about some things that are coming. And there are some really, really freaking fun things. So, basically, the TV mode is getting slaughtered. And instead, we're getting, you know, something similar to, like, you know, moving from stages to stages and, like, you know, obtaining Resonia naturally, if that makes sense. Like, organically after, like, a combat encounter is beaten. So, like, the TVs will be very reduced, but they will still play some sort of part. But, you know, that little part that's, you know, that's kind of still gonna be there, is gonna be more enjoyable. So I have full faith in that they will, you know, make it work, because yeah, I was one of the people that, like, I've never super minded the TVs. Like, for me, they didn't, you know, break the game or anything. But were they the most enjoyable part of the game? And no, and I've said it since day one. Like, I don't mind them too much now, but like 1 year down the line, I might be, like, very sick of them. So I think this is a good direction. I hope that however they, you know, structure it instead, you know, will be meaningful. But yeah, it's a little bit sad to see it go, because they obviously put a lot of thought and time and development into the TVs. But hey, we'll see. And we're getting the ferry auto clear mode. So, you know, if you haven't cleared, if you haven't gotten all of the rewards from an explore mission, you can send the ferry out to, like, you know, go get those rewards. That's nice, because me, myself, I've never gone back and, like, you know, redone a story just because I forgot to pick up something up. So this is gonna be a way to, like, you know, access some resources I hadn't been able to access before. We're getting a new roguelike mode, and dude, I'm such a massive fan of roguelike games. Like, you know, bring that on. And they said that this is gonna be, you know, a little bit more for hardcore players, which I honestly cannot wait for. I love Zenless. I think it's, like, an amazing freaking game. But I was able to clear the last, like, this current Shiyu 17 with main DPS Sokaku just as a challenge. And, like, I still had a minute to spare. So I would like some harder, more hardcore content, and it looks like this roguelike mode might be it. In this mode, like, our characters are gonna be able to, like, achieve more movement sets and whatnot, so that's cool. Also, really freaking cool that I wasn't expecting this fast. We are gonna be able to switch out agents starting from tomorrow, although right now it's only gonna be for Bernice and Caesar, and between the Wise and Bell. So if you manage to pull Caesar tomorrow, you can play Caesar in the city, and, like, hell yes. And then Bernice when she drops. The other characters are coming in 1.4, and you know, it was such a fun thing. Like they brought this up like quite comedically during the show. The main reason this is taking so long is because they need to figure out what the hell to do with Ben. Because Ben is too big to access basically any area inside random play. He can't get into the video archives, he can't get into the rooms. So like they need to, you know, figure it out. How the hell do we make Ben bigger, Ben smaller? Or how I don't know how they'll fix it if they just, you know, renovate the video store, like give us, you know, bigger doors. This is a little bit of a shame, because that means that like we're probably never gonna get, you know, a bigger character than Ben bigger, simply because like now they have to factor in that they're, you know, meant to actually work all around the cities as well. But I just thought that was, you know, such a fun. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why it's taking so long to just, you know, roll this out. Also, they're making, you know, specific animations for every character, like walking around the city, because it's obviously, you know, different than, you know, walking around in combat. And they said that they want, you know, the city exploration part of the game to feel different from the combat part of the game. So, you know the saying, let them cook. Let's allow them to cook a little bit and see what comes of this. I just thought that was very fun, and we're getting the battery backup charge thingamajiggy. So if you're capped out on energy, you will accumulate energy at a slightly slower rate. So that's very good for the people that can't, you know, log in and play every day. Also, a thing that's coming that I've also been saying since day one, that I think it's a little bit of a shame with ultimates. That, you know, you can only, like, you know, use a team, and usually the teams are, you know, you have the designated ultimator, like in the Jane Doe team. Jane Doe is always gonna be the one ultimating. In the Ellen team, Ellen is always gonna be the one ultimating. In Sujen's team, Sujen is always, or Yujuen, I'm sorry, I've been getting flack for mispronouncing Yujuen's name. It's always Yujuen. Now, instead, every character is getting their separate decibels. So we are gonna be able to like ultimate with every character on the team. And obviously they are gonna have to rebalance, you know, every combat encounter to account for this. But hey, I'm all here for it. I think that's gonna be super nice, because yeah, 2 out of 3 characters in your team, you never saw their ultimate. And now we're going to, so massive W. And we're getting more battle rank criteria to, like, you know, get an S rank and whatnot. They felt that they were a little bit samey. Got the feedback that it feels a little bit samey, like always the same criteria. They're gonna be switching those up a little bit. They're giving us an agent accompany mode, where you can basically hang out with an agent, and then you can get the agent to, like, you know, follow you around. So hey, fun. They're adding a client resource management function. Proxies will be able to reduce their package size by managing the game resources. So I guess like unloading some previous cutscenes and whatnot, perhaps. So that's good. We're getting the Blitz operation mode for Holo Zero. This will let the proxies jump straight into combat without having to explore the TV board. Upon clearing the challenges, proxies can obtain investigation points to complete the weekly bounty commissions. So yet another one where, you know, the TV mode has been kind of axed. And also in the upcoming version 1.2 main story and the important future storylines, the TV mode will be replaced with story stages as the major means of experience. This optimization will also be implemented in the main stories in future versions. Boom. So yeah, basically how we explored Jane's story is basically gonna be how we explore any future story. So goodbye TVs, hello controlling the character. That's the main focus of the story, is how I'm reading this. And there was you know, a bunch of, you know, small little changes as well. I'm not gonna go through everything. If you want to see everything in its entirety, I can leave a link to the dev talk in the description. But yeah, like just in general, massive freaking W. Massive freaking W for the Zenless Zone Zero team. I think this is a great incentive. This seems to be, you know, this dev talk seems to be something that's, you know, coming. This is gonna be a regular thing, and they are so freaking humble. They are so freaking humble about like you listen to them, and it's like, you know, it's like you're listening to the Concord devs, or like you'd think that they had put out a game like Concord. They're like, we're sorry for all of the problems with our games. But it's like, you know, your game is freaking amazing. Like, that's why so many people are playing it. That's why we love it. That's why I cover it, because it's an amazing game. Is there improvements to be made? Yes, but that can be said about, like, you know, every game. But like, they are so freaking humble about you know, every mistake. Like, I feel like they take it to heart if a single person in the world doesn't like their game. They're like, we'll make sure to fix this. We'll make this right. We'll make this right. Give us another chance. And like, I don't know, I find it's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit sweet and a little bit cute. Also, like the main host of the show, I guess someone of you demons had commented or given him feedback that it sounds like he's reading from a teleprompter, and the poor man is like, well, I wasn't reading from a teleprompter. I was just really, really nervous. I've never done a live stream before, but I'll try to be better. It's like, dude, do you know like how freaking, you know, horrible it is? Like how nerve-wracking it is to be on a live stream, like be on a camera like that. Like, it's freaking harsh. Like, please never torture this man again. But he did seem slightly more relaxed. And you think he seemed bad? Watch the Silent Hill 2 remake announcement trailer. Or like their Silent Hill transmission. That guy looked like he had 5 guns pointed at him. Like, he was standing up all stiff, like... It was great. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. Massive W. Freaking big kudos to the dev team for, like, you know, taking the feedback this seriously. And if you have any feedback for the game, they urge you to, like, you know, voice that concern, send them like, you know, send them an email, send them feedback on what you would like improved, and they listen. They will listen. So I'm gonna stop myself from rambling on, and I'm gonna thank you so freaking much for watching. If you like the content, you know, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I put out Zenless content basically every goddamn day, sometimes multiple times a day. And I will be doing a Caesar pulling party tomorrow over on Twitch, and I'm also gonna try and multi-stream it to YouTube. We'll see. Sometimes that can be a little bit hard to get set up. But anyways, thank you so much. Until next time, Hawk out.
In a city where neon shines, she's active, flicks and a short teeth bite. Titties bounce and she's so